Alright guys, welcome back to the next episode of NoobCraft. And as you can see, we're here on the nether roof. Oh, yeah, update my Fulbright over here, and you can see that there's a little something going on over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to hide it. There's a gold farm that Prem, Mrs. C, and I built. And it is, yeah, why don't we just stay here for a second? Let's check this bad boy out. Look at this guy go. He's cranking. Look at that. That is insane. I don't think that we're hitting mob cap, so I'd like to add like 2 or 3 more layers. I don't know if you understand how these farms work, but in general, hey look, a bunch of babies spawn. In general, you have a specific biome to start with that predominantly zombified piglins spawn in. So we are in a nether waste biome. So that's how you get started. Now, secondly, we are so high up on the nether roof that this glass is actually build limit, and so you cannot like place anything above that glass. And you have a two block gap blocking spawns of like endermen and gas and stuff like that because glass is non-spawnable. And then we put magma. These magma blocks only allow zombie pigmen to spawn on. So basically we have specifically limited the spawns to zombie pigmen. And then you just make a bunch of these platforms, giving as many spawning spaces as possible. The reason that they're running to the middle is because we have turtle eggs. And I don't know if you know that much about turtles, but all zombified variants want to go and crush turtle eggs. So we allow them to think that they're going to do it, and then they fall to their doom. Hey, look, it looks like a jockey pond. But, yeah, there's that. We're not hitting mob cap, I don't think, like in general, so I want to add 2 more layers. Oftentimes you'll see the bottom layer has the most spawns, because the closer to the bottom of the world, like the way that spawning algorithm works is it starts at the bottom and it works its way up. So more spawns will happen on the bottom layer, and then like a little less, and then a little less on the top. So you'll see the most spawns on the bottom layer. And if we add like 2 more layers, I think we'll be like right at mob cap. But I mean, look, that's a big pack right there. But mob cap's 70. I mean, we're not hitting 70 mob right there. But I just love seeing the consistent, like, boom. And so when they fall, they hit that platform and they die. There's a 50-50 chance we're going to get 1 nugget, 1 gold nugget from these guys. From every other one. So you need 9 gold nuggets to make an ingot, 9 gold ingots to make a gold block. So the math is something like you need 9 times 9 is 81, but because we're only getting a 50% drop rate, you actually have to kill double. So that puts us at like 162 kills in order to get 1 gold block. So we just need this farm to be as efficient as possible in order to maximize rates. And it's doing pretty good. When we get back to my base, I'll show you the gold that I've gathered. Just AFKing at this farm. It's pretty nuts. We also have this switch over here. So down is gold mode. We'll collect and store gold into these chests. Looks like we got a gold block right there. Up is barter mode. And that's what all this is. So also, we installed this automatic bartering system with, I think there's 6 pigmen in there. And whenever we form a full gold block into the system, and we've got this thing in barter mode, it will, instead of getting stored into this chest, it'll unlock this hopper, break down that gold block back into ingots, go up this dropper chain over here, and spit out on top of the soul sand, where these guys will pick it up, and they'll throw an item on the ground as a trade for the gold that we give them. And let me say, you get these nether bricks. Looks like Prim has converted these, probably because this was getting really full. And then we're doing really good on dry gas. I got another stack of these guys at home. Blackstone's doing pretty good. Crown Obsidian, I think I have 8 stacks of that at home. Like, just to think, like, this isn't everything. Like, we have got a lot. Gravel, having, like, automatic gravel production, insane. Quartz, obsidian, soul sand. You know, soul sand production is not that crazy. String's been a problem on this server. There's not one good string farm until we built this. So like you know, scaffolding and stuff uses a lot of string, so it's been a little bit of a pain. And leather, and I know I've rated this leather, and I'm pretty sure Krim has, and I don't know who else has, but leather, that's crazy. Fire charges, we have so much iron, like, looks like Krim blocked that up, but yeah, we're not keeping that much of these 3 items, because, for one, what are you gonna do with 4 double chests of fire charges? And we have so many iron farms, especially like my insane mega iron farms. Like, what are we gonna do with another iron farm? So I was like, we're not gonna keep that much. Looks like Krim decided to block this up, which is fine, totally fine. And these are all the non-stackable items. It doesn't sort them, it just throws all your overflow items into this chest. So I put in this burner over here for when this gets full, it'll automatically burn items. And then whenever you're done AFKing, you can come over here and clean out like these water bottles and like these iron boots that nobody wants, because, you know, we all want like gold and netherite stuff. We don't want iron, so we'll just throw it in here and it'll just destroy it all. So insane. And yeah, just to turn the butter on and off, you just flip the switch. It'll lock this hopper, and we'll just start storing gold. We'll go up here just for a minute, just so you can kind of get an idea for the rates. They're not, like, the zombie pigman rates are insane, but the gold rates themselves, when you realize that you got to get 162 kills just for a block, it takes a while. But you AFK overnight and you'll get several stacks, so. Let this go. Look at that. That's just satisfying to watch. I don't care who you are. That is just so satisfying. All right, we'll call that good. Let them finish pouring in. And let's see how we did. We got 1 block. See, so like it does take a long time to get 1 block, and we probably got more than a block. You know, you have nuggets crafting going into ingots, and then we don't get it until we have like a full block's worth of gold. So take this block. So yeah, there's probably more than a block in there, but pretty much all that time and you just got 1 block. So yeah. We'll go back to my base. I want to show you some work that's going on there. And I'll show you the gold that I have over there. So, alright, so now that we're back home, let's see. Gold. Yeah, we're doing alright. I think that we got, you know, a couple blocks of gold in there. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Also, check out my totem. Phoenix built a raid farm. I was gonna say a totem farm, but it's a raid farm on the server, and she is selling totems out. She's actually selling for a really good price. So I have a few extra in there. I've used 1, but yeah, doing pretty good. Now, I'm gonna go into free cam here just so we can see what's going on here. We've got all this area tore down, which I'm pretty sure the last episode it was tore down, but now we've got it converted to grass. We've got this area converted to grass, and all we have left is just to fill this in and then level this last little bit. I've also, if you can see here, went ahead and started marking the outer layers. So like everything that is outside of the circle, and mark the outer layer. Because everything inside there will also be path blocks for a while. We talked about this in the last episode, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we're making big progress, a little bit at a time. Secondly, or I guess thirdly, whichever it is, I have finally, this is gonna get loud, so just a heads up, I have finally hooked all of the iron farms and witch farms, both of the iron farms and both of the witch farms, up to the main central system that I have down here. So we have the witch farm, you know, producing witches, dropping them down, killing them. The drops come down here, and the system's a little nuts, so we'll try to explain it. They drop down, and immediately I sort out the redstone, and then I convert it to redstone blocks. But over here, I've got a switch. If I want to keep the redstone blocks, which, you know, I've got so much redstone, you know, we'll get into that in a minute. I can either have the switch so that I am destroying the redstone, or keeping the redstone. So for now, I've got this one in keep mode. So all the rest of the items come and flow down in here. I'm gonna end up destroying like sugar and spider eyes and stuff, but for now we're keeping them. They get spit into this tube, come down in this water system, and this water system comes down here, and there's 4 of these lines that run into this main central circle. It's a racetrack. And items just run in a circle all the way around this racetrack. For all the farms, there's one coming in there, one coming in there, one over there, and then, of course, one there. From all 4 of the farms, and then I can hook in other farms to go dump into those, or dump straight into the racetrack, which then we have 2 hoppers right here that will collect the items on the racetrack. You know, if, like, let's say the hoppers are full, they'll just take another lap around and pour into our systems. So these are just Impulse SV item sorters. We have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 times 3. I mean, that's how many different items can be sorted in here. What is that? 57, I think? I don't know. Whatever that is. I think it's 57. Different items can be sorted in here, or at least 57 different specific rows of items. Now, if I go up here... Oh, I hit my head. I've got bone blocks here for the iron farms. Iron and iron. So I did 2 rows of iron just because I was like, you know what? I would like to make sure that we have lots of iron. Right here, I'm going to put like a chest or something. And whenever these get full, like for all things, whenever they get full, I will have the opportunity to like put it into shulker boxes and throw it down in another chest. So we'll have even more storage. Okay, so I want to quickly show you one of the iron farm setups that we got. So I just made all these systems. I didn't like tutorial nothing or nothing like that. Iron farm drops down, kills the golems, pick it up. Instantly we sort out the hoppies. What are they? Poppies? Poppies. Yeah, the poppies. Not the hoppies. We sort out the poppies. And they go into immediately, like that goes down in this composter, which spits out bone meal into this crafter. Once this crafter gets full, it auto fires into this barrel. Hopper picks it up, goes over into this dropper chain, shoots it up, spits it out on that ice line, and bam, down into the storage system. The iron, on the other hand, goes down into this system, where then we craft it into an iron block. It goes down and into the system. Like it's just auto crafter, you know, Impulse SV item sorters, just basic stuff, nothing crazy. Let's see, I can't get out of here. But yeah, I plan on having all of the farms that we produce right here at the base dumped straight into this system. And we will just have tons of storage of all the items that we farm. Things like spider eyes, whenever these get full, I don't know if I'm going to hold on to much more of that. Like, I'm never going to use this many spider eyes. And we just crank it. Same with sugar. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that glowstone. Right now, I'm storing sticks here, but I actually have 2 rows set up for sticks. And I have a lot, let's see, hold on. Yeah, I have tons of sticks. I have a whole alternate plan for sticks. I'm actually, I'll give you some of like what's gonna go on. Instead of having them drop into the system, I'm having them go all the way around over to this corner over here. This corner, and then I'm gonna sort the sticks out. And I'm gonna run them into over here where I've carved out this big section. And this is gonna be a what is it? Super smelter. Probably like an 8 or 16 furnace array. It's not gonna be like a 64 or anything crazy. But yeah, super smelter powered by the sticks that come automatically to us from our witch farm. And we have plenty of sticks. Tons of sticks already. So yeah, that's the plan. With all the sticks. That's why I'm not destroying the sticks. I've had people ask me, why are you keeping all those sticks? Yeah, I'm gonna use them. They're gonna be used. But yeah, that's all that we've got done between episodes. Let's go on to the shopping district. There's some stuff to show off over here. For starters, we will talk about my totem. Totem shop's right here. Phoenix set up a raid farm, and she is now selling totems. I bought these 3 right here. And yeah. And Crim shop, I think you've seen, and Mrs. C's shop, I'm pretty sure you've seen. Oh, her prices got better. I already bought from her, but yeah, I bought from her there. Let's go ahead and get that, and then we'll go ahead and buy 3 more stacks. 2, 3. Bam. And 1 diamond per stack. That's how I like my carrots. 1 diamond per stack. Or cheaper. Not anti-cheap. So we got that going on, and down the hill, Mrs. M has built this shop. We've got it's like a beat-up style build. It's a really good build. I'm shocked. It's a good build. She is golems for guidance. She is selling copper golems, 2 diamonds for 1 golem and 1 chest. I need like 90 golems, so I put in a bigger order, and we're making a deal. But yeah, your copper support system waits upstairs. All hail the masker. I think she means the maker. But anyways, so we're going down here. Some weird stuff's going on down here. We're just gonna ignore we saw that. Over here, sold out of my elytras, refilled it, and then people bought some more. So we're doing pretty good on elytras. I've refilled this shop a bunch of times. I need to build a shop here, and this one's gonna change. 5 diamonds per gas. It's gonna be like 2 diamonds for probably maybe 10 gas. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. But now that we have a farm to produce gas, they don't have to be so expensive. And if you come down here, I think that there's actually a trail. We are gonna take the trail. Not a very good trail, but there's a trail. All the way down. Alright, we're gonna skip over part of the trail. Bam! I don't know if you guys have seen this. I don't know if I showed this in a previous episode. But Mrs. M is finally selling prismarine and sea lanterns. Oh, you got a sale there. Got stock missing there. He's been doing alright. Pretty sure them sea lanterns are doing pretty good. What do we call this? Prismarine Cove. Yeah, that's a neat little build there. I like that boat. A good boat. Over here, I just ran out of rockets. I need to fix my pricing here. I'm gonna do a stack per diamond. I've restocked this a little bit, and I haven't sold a single one of these. Not one. You know, I figured these would be a little slower than the iron, but I have not sold a single one of these at all. I'm like, holy, I don't need that. Holy moly. I thought I would sell some of those, you know. Some rockets. But yeah, that shop's doing okay. Obviously my rocket shop, that's the big winner because, you know, rockets. And that's all to show you here. We need to go back to my base now, and we need to build a sugarcane farm. I have my like manual sugarcane operation. It's pretty rough, and it is done. We got that sugarcane farm built and hooked up and everything. I had to go gather some mud. That was a fun journey. But yeah, I got two basically 32s, so a full stack of sugarcane essentially growing. And it's the basic hopper minecart, mud, sugarcane with the water on the back. You gotta have slab holding it in. Piston observer, and then you gotta have this block behind the piston and the redstone behind it. Super simple stuff. Nothing, you know, groundbreaking. I have them going into these separate droppers. I could have, you know, if I would have had some common sense, I guess, just had these guys loop and it just be one minecart loop, run over here to a drop-off station, and then sent it upstairs. And I wouldn't have needed to use any of this glass or ice. But we don't think ahead like that. I built these, and I went, how am I going to hook this up? And I went, oh, I guess I'm going to do it the hard way. But these go, they harvest, get picked up, go into the droppers, and then go along the ice. You've seen this before. They hit the soul sand, got a bubble column, zoom on up, hit the ice, and then go into, what is this, witch line? Or is it, no, this is an iron line. So it goes into this iron golem line, and then into this, you know, my little highway, my ice highway, and gets put into the system. And this hasn't been built for very long at all, so it's not like its rates are outrageous so far, but you know, a stack of sugarcane running essentially passively as long as I'm in the area is gonna do pretty good. Let's see. It is this one right here, and we're doing pretty good. And this is the sugarcane from that I had before, and probably like that. So this is probably close to what we had from the farm running. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. Now that that's all hooked up, I think I'm gonna call it for this episode, and I will see you guys on the next one. And I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do in the next episode. I've got some plans, but I don't know if I'm gonna work on one project or another. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this episode, like and subscribe, please, and have a great day.